ourselves a nice swamp to camp out in this weekend. A nice little grove of trees right here, but the Hemi is parked up on high ground, but everything outside of our door, from outside the door down to the campfire pit, is a freaking mud hole. I don't know why the campfire pit's cocked up like this. I guess they shoveled the ashes out and just left it, but I will get a fire going. I think it's dry right here next to the fire ring, so at least we'll be able to set our chairs up underneath these trees here. And you know, it's dry on this side, and then the smoke will come right in our face. But everything on the other side of the fire pit here, it's all water. It's all mush. Yuck. You can see where they put straw down around here, where the picnic table is, to cover up the mud. But I don't know. We'll see what happens today. This is Mosquito Lake State Park. And I don't know, we weren't extremely impressed with it. It's an old park, and it's rather crowded. There are some nice sites, but we also saw some sites that were just completely flooded. And I am not sure if it even says on the website that those sites are flooded. If you were to have reserved one of those sites and had to back in there, you would literally step out into water, like 6 to 12 inches of water. So I'm not sure how that works. These are the closest restrooms to where we're at. So, very primitive. They're just vault toilets. And they smell horrible. Horrible. Yeah, kind of filthy, nasty, dirty, bugs, spiders. Not nice. And they walk all the way across the field. Our Hemi's on the other side of the playground over there. We're taking a little stroll this morning, looking for the beach. It said it was a half mile. I don't know. Val thinks we walked more than a half mile already. But we're coming up. I think the beach is up here. If not, it's been one heck of a walk.
We found the marina.
Yeah, we definitely found the marina. So, this is the lake. Mosquito Lake. Looks like a pretty big lake, too. It's got its pretty parts, and it looks like some of the campsites here are very nice, but maybe it's just the weather. But we've seen a lot of mud and a lot of water, a lot of pools of water in the campsites. It's probably just a low area all the way around. Bunch of seagulls over there in the parking lot. Oh, killdeer. But she's got eggs here real close, so she's going through the parking lot like she's wounded. This is what they do. They act like they're wounded or hurt, and it lures you away from the nest. So she's trying to get us away from her nest, which is probably right over here by these curb stops somewhere. She says, "Come on, follow me. Get away from my nest."
I really thought she was hurt.
Well, that's how they do. Yeah, she's not hurt at all. It's just their way they protect the nest.
So what's your thoughts about this park so far? what we've seen.
Well, like I said, I think it could just be the weather, the moisture. I mean, you see right here, water everywhere, puddles of water. So, of course, that kind of, turns you off right away.
And pit
There's a lot of pit toilet outbuildings that are real smelly and old. They've seen their better days. I don't know. There are some campsites that look fairly nice, and it's a big campground. I think maybe our experience would have been better if we would have got an ideal campsite and maybe close to the bathhouse. Being that we have electric only, so we have to depend on the electricity to run our water pump and all that stuff. It's not a full hookup site.
And there's goose shit everywhere. You can't even walk on the sidewalk.
The sidewalk covered with goose poop over there.
This is one of the worst maintained state parks I've seen that we've been to.
Ohio state parks are struggling. The funding just isn't there.
Too bad they don't get the grants like Ohio gives for Narcan.
Yeah. The marina area. And V and I found like this little levee here that enters the marina. And then here's the lake. And it is a huge, beautiful lake. So I guess whenever you do videos like this, and this has never come up before ever, but we were sitting here at the campfire this morning, just relaxing, chilling out, and the park ranger pulled up and walked up. And she's like, I've been asked to stop and talk to you, and at first V and I are thinking, well, what the heck did we do? What, we're not allowed to sit by a campfire, or our truck's parked crooked up there, or what's going on? She said, well, these kids reported that you were videotaping them and that you actually followed a kid into the shower house with your camera. I was like stunned. I'm like, what? I told her, I said, that never happened. I go, what the heck? Why would these kids make up that? The kids saw me with the camera. Apparently. I didn't even know where these kids were watching me from, but apparently these kids had seen me with the camera and just fabricated this story and went to the ranger with it, or somebody went to the ranger with it, so she came and followed up. So I ended up having to show her the camera, show her the footage, gave her a card so she can watch our videos on YouTube. But
I just want to say, if you're a parent and you put this fear in your children, there's something wrong with you. If you're that concerned, walk to the restroom with your children to make sure that nothing bad is going to happen. Do you know what could have happened? Many innocent people have been really in bad trouble for accusations like that. If you're so concerned about your children, go with them.
Yeah, so, it upset me quite a bit. It upset Val too, because, we got nothing going on with kids. We got grandkids of our own. We've got our own kids. Um, and that's just not even remotely something that I would ever even think of doing. So it was very, very disturbing. And I don't even know who these kids were, where they came from, which campsite they're from.
And after talking about it, after the officer left, when they said that you followed a boy into the shower, you went to those pit toilets right over there. There isn't even a shower. They're
No,
just pit toilets.
there's not even a shower house anywhere around
so that
here.
was a fabricated
So
story.
again, it was just a lie that these kids made up, and why they would do that. What the heck? What's up with these kids nowadays, coming up with this kind of crap? Very disturbing anyway.